Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Happy Homebrew Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, it's not Homebrew Wednesday, it's Thursday. So, we kegged Eladio last night. And the funny thing, coincidence, I didn't even plan this. His birthday is today. His heavenly whatever birthday. He'd probably be over 100 by now. Uh, but yeah, because my grandmother, she died at 100, so I'm sure he'd be over 100. Um, yeah, so happy birthday, Eladio. Cheers. And the beer came out phenomenal. You look at the lacing on that. Now I had the now I forced carbonated. I kegged it last night and did the Craig tube shaky shake method. So we have a lot of headspace here. Put 30 pounds of pressure, but obviously the foam is still a lot. So I mean, it was like probably like up to here before. So yeah, but it's very you can smell it from here, just from this distance. It's very effervescent. So what I'm getting, before I do this tasting, I look back at my other video from 5 months ago when I brewed this back in September or August or something, into September, and did that tasting. Remember, I accidentally had bought Nottingham yeast instead of this Munich yeast, and I'm getting way different notes. I'm smelling more hops, but then also with the presence of the hops, I think it has to do with just dumping them into the fermenter, letting them float around free instead of being confined in those hop bags. Color is outstanding, nice golden hues. It's hard to see in here, but yeah, I'm getting whatever hops are in there, man. I'm getting the Munich and the Tettnang. I'm smelling, not Munich. I'm just smelling that I don't know. It's hard to describe. There's a lemony-esque there, sweet, no fruit. And the funny thing is, on the taste test of that original video, using Nottingham, it goes to show you, because when I did that tasting, the beer tasted like a pale ale. I was getting a lot of bitterness, and I was getting a lot of from the hops, and I was getting it was the same hop addition, same recipe, same everything, except the yeast. So it goes to show you that the yeast that you throw in will change your entire beer. Because isn't it the fact the yeast is what makes the beer? So if I'm using Nottingham with this recipe, it makes it taste like a pale ale, according to my taste test from 5 months ago. So let's give it a taste here, shall we, now with the Munich yeast. Yeah, I'm getting that same flavor I was getting last night on the sample test that I had tasted. I didn't shoot any video of that. It's the same old stuff. Me filling up the hydrometer, giving the crazy reading that I get, and saying that this beer is 10% when I know that it's not, and all that. So I digress on that. But the taste I was getting before being carbonated, I'm still having that in my mouth now. I'm hope the camera's not too shaky, but this table, every time I put my hands down, I'm noticing that the camera is kind of shaking, so I'm sorry for that. But I'm almost getting, like, with this Munich yeast, this particular one, it's giving me like a bubblegummy flavor that's similar to the Abbey Ale yeast that I've used when I made that Abbey beer, my Mad Monk beer or whatever, whatever the hell I call it, Abbey Monk beer. My version of a farmhouse ale, monastery ale, whatever. But yeah, I'm getting, really nice notes on this beer. But yeah, I'm getting that spicy pepperiness, like, like that bubblegummy flavor that I was getting. Bubblegum type flavor. It's very strange. I'm not sure, but it's really good. It's better than what it was 5 months ago, because I was getting a lot of bitterness, a lot, almost like I even said it in the video. It tastes like I threw it, almost like that beer that I did last month with the Craig Tube beer with the Cascade. I was getting a lot of back bitterness, almost like a pale ale type of thing. It's really interesting how the yeast with a particular recipe changes it. But this is really good. I'm really liking this. Definitely better than the last time. A lot of lacing going on there. A lot of foamy head, creamy head. Mm. But yeah, it's clean. It's crisp. It's sweet but not sticky. And I don't know. It's not that cold. I don't think. I mean, I let it warm up obviously because the head was so big. So, I mean, I don't know if getting any warmer. If I'm going to get any other notes, but I'm just digging that this whatever I'm getting from the hops and everything. And I remember that with the New Zealand hop, the Matika or whatever, Motueka, whatever, however you say it. I was getting a lemony type of taste 5 months ago. Now I don't know what the hell I'm getting. I'm getting all kinds of stuff like that spiciness, that bubblegummy flavor. And remember, this is the very first pour. So, I mean, I am pulling up from the dregs at the bottom, so I know that I'm probably getting a lot of hops and things like that. That's why it's very strong now. So I'm sure it's going to change in the next coming weeks as we get through it. Yeah, so Eladio for the win once again. But it's interesting how this Munich yeast is just, you know, for me, it's tasting similar to that Abbey yeast. How I'm getting that has a backbone of like a bubble gummy, thing going on there. Super. I find that rather interesting. I thought that last night when I was tasting, I was saying, wait a minute, is this a wheat beer or is this my Abbey beer? And the Abbey beer isn't too much different, I guess, besides not putting wheat in it. Obviously, this is a wheat ale. The Abbey's just is pretty much 2 row, maybe some sort of Belgian malts in there. I'll have to go through my recipe book and see. But yeah, it's really not that even I don't think it's that big of a beer. Might have made it bigger than what the Brew Bible has it at. Excuse me, because obviously I like a bigger beer. So, and Belgian beers tend to be bigger anyway. But anyway, so happy Thirsty Thursday, guys. Cheers, and we'll see you on the next one. So remember what me and the first mate, Hugo over here, always say, let's set sail.